Good morning, students. Once again, I welcome you all on my YouTube channel. Today, we are going to study our second chapter of the Footprint Without Feet. The name of the chapter is The Thief Story. The Thief Story is written by Ruskin Bond. Ruskin Bond was born in Missouri. He was an Indian writer with a British descent. Ruskin Bond was well known for writing stories for children. The thief story is a story about transformation of thief by a very simple and kind man, Anil. So now I will give you line to line explanation. I was still a thief when I met Anil. I here refers to Hari Singh. The whole story is narrated by thief Hari Singh. So Hari Singh was still a thief when he met Anil. And though only 15, I was an experienced and fairly successful hand. So Hari Singh was only 15 and yet he was an experienced and fairly successful in stealing and robbing the people. So though he was only 15 years old, he was well experienced and successful in cheating the people. Anil was watching a wrestling match when I approached him. So Anil was watching a wrestling match when Hari Singh went nearer to him. Approach means went nearer. He was about 25, a tall, lean fellow, and he looked easygoing, kind, and simple enough for my purpose. So Hari Singh found that Anil was 25 years old. Anil was a tall, a lean fellow. Lean means of thin body. And Hari Singh found Anil to be easygoing, kind, and simple enough for his purpose. What is the purpose of Hari Singh? To steal. So Hari Singh found Anil to be his next target because most of his target were very kind and simple men who could trust on him. So Hari Singh found Anil to be his next victim to steal, to rob for his purpose of stealing. I hadn't had much luck of late. So of late, for some time, luck didn't favor Hari Singh. So for few months, Hari Singh hadn't robbed anyone as luck didn't favor him and thought I might be able to get into the young man's confidence. So after looking at Anil, Hari Singh thought that he might be able to win the trust, win the confidence. He might be able to get into Anil's confidence. He would win the confidence. You look a bit of wrestler yourself, I said. So Hari Singh told Anil that he looked a bit of wrestler himself. A little flattery helps in making friends. So it was a modus operandi of Hari Singh that whenever he wanted to make friendship with anyone, he would use a sweet talk, he would use flattery. So Hari Singh he flattered Anil by saying that Anil looked a bit of wrestler himself, even though Anil was a thin, thin person, contraction, contradiction still. So do you, he replied. Anil, in reply, he told Hari Singh that he too looked a bit of wrestler himself, which put me off for a moment because at that time I was rather thin. So Anil, he praised Hari Singh in response that he also looked like a wrestler, which put Hari Singh off for a moment because Hari Singh at that time he was also thin like Anil. He was not looking like a wrestler. Well, I said modestly, I do wrestle a bit. Hari Singh said very humbly that he did wrestle a bit. He lied. Even though he didn't wrestle, but he lied to Anil that he did a wrestle. What's your name? Anil asked Hari Singh his name. Hari Singh, I lied. So Hari Singh, he lied that his name was Hari Singh. Actually, Hari Singh was not his name. I took a new name every month that kept me ahead of the police and my former employers. So Hari Singh changed his name every month. He took new name every month because he wanted to hide himself. He wanted to hide his identity from the police and from his previous employers to whom he robbed. So Hari Singh, he changed his name to keep himself ahead of the police and his previous employers. After this introduction, Anil talked about the well-oiled wrestlers who were grunting, lifting, and throwing each other about. So Anil, he talked about the well-oiled wrestlers who were grunting. Grunting means who were roaring, lifting, and throwing each other about. I didn't have much to say. Hari Singh, he didn't know anything about wrestling, so he remained quiet. He only listened. He only listened whatever Anil talk about the wrestling and wrestlers. Anil walked away. I followed casually. When Hari Singh found Anil walking away from him, he followed him quietly, calmly. Hello, again, he said. When Anil found Hari Singh following him, he wished him with hello again. I gave him my most appealing smile. So Hari Singh gave Anil his most attractive smile to win his confidence. I want to work for you, I said. Hari Singh told Anil that he wanted to work for him. He wanted some work for him from him. But I can't pay you. But Anil replied that he couldn't pay him for his work. He was not rich enough to pay him salary. I thought that over for a minute. So Hari Singh thought that over for a minute when Anil responded by saying that he couldn't pay him. Perhaps I had misjudged my man. So Hari Singh thought that Anil was not a sort of man to whom he could cheat, rob. Hari Singh thought that he had mistaken Anil as a simple, easygoing, kind. He had made a mistake in judging Anil. I asked, can you feed me? So Hari Singh asked Anil whether he could feed him. Can you cook? Anil asked in reply whether Hari Singh could cook. I can cook. I lied again. Hari Singh, he kept on lying. Earlier he lied that he knew how to wrestle, and once again he lied to Anil that he could cook even though he didn't know cooking. If you can cook, then maybe I can feed you. Anil told Hari Singh that if he could cook, then might be he could feed him. He took me to his room over the Jamna sweet shop and told me I could sleep on the balcony. So Anil took Hari Singh to his room over the Jamna sweet shop and he also told Hari Singh that he could sleep on the balcony. But the meal I cooked that night must have been terrible because Anil gave it to a stray dog and told me to be off. As per the condition, Hari Singh had to cook the food. But on that night, the meal cooked by Hari Singh must have been terrible. Anil found the food very awful, very tasteless, and Anil gave the food to stray dog, and Anil told Hari Singh to leave his house. But I just hung around, smiling in my most appealing way, and he couldn't help laughing. Even though Anil asked Hari Singh to leave his house, Hari Singh stubbornly he just hung around and he smiled in his most attractive way. Anil, he couldn't help laughing. He just laughed in reply. Later, he patted me on the head and said, "Never mind, he would teach me to cook." So, later on that day, when Anil found Hari Singh stubborn, he stayed there. He just patted on the head of Hari Singh and said to him not to mind. He allowed him to stay there. And Anil promised Hari Singh to teach him how to cook. He also taught me to write my name and said he would soon teach me to write. Anil also taught Hari Singh to write his name. Hari Singh didn't know how to write his name, but Anil taught him how to write his name. Even Anil also promised that he would soon teach him how to write whole sentences and to add numbers. I was grateful. Hari Singh was thankful to Anil for teaching him how to write his name and whatever promise made by Anil to Hari Singh. He was very thankful to Anil. I knew that once I could write like an educated man, there would be no limit to what I could achieve. So Hari Singh knew that once he could learn to write his name, sentences, numbers, once he could write like an educated man, there would be no limit to what he could achieve. So with education, he could get respect in the society. He could earn money himself. So he realized the importance of education. It was quite pleasant working for them. So it was quite pleasant working for Anil. I made the tea in the morning and then would take my time buying the day supplies. So it was working quite well for Anil as Hari Singh made the tea in the morning and then would take his time. Hari Singh would go to Bazaar to buy the day's supplies, day's grocery, day's needs, usually making a profit of about a rupee a day. So every day, Hari Singh would make a profit of about a rupee a day without the knowledge of Anil. Anil didn't know that Hari Singh was making a profit of about a rupee a day. I think he knew I made a little money this way, but he did not seem to mind. So Hari Singh, he thought Anil knew that he made a little money that way, but Anil didn't mind it. Anil ignored it, even though Anil knew that Hari Singh was taking a rupee every day. Anil made money by fits and starts. Anil made money by fits and starts means it's a phrase. Seldomly. Anil made money irregularly. His income was not regular. He would borrow one week, lend the next week. So he was facing the problem of money, and that's why he would borrow money from somebody, from his friends one week, and then he would lend the next week when he get the money. He kept worrying about his next check. So Anil, he was waiting eagerly. He was worried about his next check. But as soon as it arrived, he would go out and celebrate. So Anil was a spendthrift. He was not believing in saving money. So as soon as his check arrived, he would go out and celebrate. He would spend the money buying things. It seems he wrote for magazines. So Hari Singh found that Anil wrote for magazines. A queer way to make a living. Queer means very strange. So Hari Singh found that Anil earning money by writing for magazine, and it's a strange way to earn his livelihood. So Hari Singh had not seen people earning money, making their livelihood by writing for magazine. So he found it strange. One evening he came home with a small bundle of notes, saying he had just sold a book to a publisher. So one evening, Hari Singh found Anil coming home with a small bundle of notes, and Anil told to Hari Singh that he had just sold a book to a publisher, and publisher had given him money. At night, I saw him tuck the money under the mattress. So Hari Singh, he saw Anil tuck the money, Anil pushing the money under the mattress at night. So Anil was keeping the money under his mattress. I had been working for Anil for almost a month, and apart from cheating on the shopping, had not done anything in my line of work. So Hari Singh had been working for Anil for almost a month, and apart from cheating on the shopping, Hari Singh hadn't done anything wrong in his line of work. Means Hari Singh was only taking a rupee from a daily shopping. Other, Otherwise, he could have cheated, he could have stolen money from the house, but he was quite honest to Anil. He only cheated Anil on the shopping. I had every opportunity for doing so. If Hari Singh had wished, then he could have stolen money from the cupboard of Anil. He had every opportunity to steal the money from Anil's house. Anil had given me a key to the door, and I could come and go as I pleased. Pleased. So if Hari Singh had wished, he could have stolen money, as Anil had already given him the key to the door, and with that key, Hari Singh could come and go whenever he liked. He was the most trusting person I had ever met. So Hari Singh had found Anil to be the most trusting person he had ever met. So he had never seen any other person who trusted him, and that is why it is difficult to rob him. So as Anil trusted Hari Singh so much, too much, so Hari Singh found to be difficult to rob Anil. It is easy to rob a greedy man because he can afford to be robbed. So Hari Singh found Anil to be the most trusting person. So that's why it was difficult for him to rob him, as Anil put lot of trust on Hari Singh. So Hari Singh believed that it's easy to rob a greedy man because a greedy man can afford to be robbed, but it is difficult to rob a careless man. So according to Hari Singh, it is quite difficult to rob a careless man like Anil, because sometimes he doesn't even notice he has been robbed. So Hari Singh, why he considered it's difficult to rob Anil? Because Anil is a careless man, and sometimes he doesn't even notice that he has been robbed, and that takes all the pleasure out of the work. So Hari Singh, if he robs Anil, then that pleasure of robbing Anil would be taken from him, and Hari Singh wanted to get the pleasure of robbing somebody, but Anil would not notice that he has been robbed. Well, it's time I did some real work. So, as I told myself, so Hari Singh told to himself that now it's time he should do some real work, because of late, for a few months, he hadn't robbed anyone. I am out of practice. So for quite some time, Hari Singh was out of practice of stealing, of robbing the people. So now it's time to rob. And if I don't take the money he will only waste it on his friends. So Hari Singh, he justified that he was out of practice of stealing. So now this is the right time, as Anil brought money and he put that money under the mattress. So now it's time, it's now the right time to steal the money. He justified that if he didn't take the money, then Anil would only waste it on his friend, as he was a spendthrift. After all, he doesn't even pay me. So Hari Singh justified that why he should steal money, why he should rob Anil, because Hari Singh had been working for Anil, but Anil, he doesn't even pay him the salary. So Hari Singh justified that he should rob Anil because Anil doesn't pay him. So this is the first part. So I will resume the explanation of the next part in the second video. Thank you once again. I hope you have understood this video.